Let's make it official.
Welcome to the Degenerates.
Y'all need to chill, light something.
What you smoking?
Smoke me one of these Marlboro Lights.
Take a trip inside the mind of two guys who hate ugly babies.
You know it!
Have the reputation of being good-for-nothing perverts.
Put your purse down and howl at a real pimped out.
Obnoxious alcoholics.
It's safe.
Eat these nuts.
And lovers of middle-aged women.
Older the bear, sweeter the Jew.
Their names?
Nobody cares.
Jessie Bright and Jake Miller.
Degenerates.
The Degenerates.
Let's get this shit going. You dig?
Welcome, everybody. This is the Degenerates podcast. My name is Jake Miller. Riding my dick to the right of me is Jessie Bright.
A.K.A. Big Daddy.
So for the beginning of the show, I just fucked up. I gotta read it off my phone. Jessie started last show with a very
Inspirational.
It was pretty inspirational quote, and it really just kind of set the tone for the next 7 days of my life. So I want to start one off. Nathan, our boy, he put me onto this. This is kind of my life verse.
This is from God himself.
All right, so this is Ezekiel 23:20. There she lusted after her lovers, whose genitals were like those of donkeys, and whose emission was like that of horses. So you longed for the lewdness of your youth, when in Egypt your bosom was caressed and your young breasts fondled. Jessie, I kind of like it. I live my life by that every day.
That's a solid Bible verse. It's probably one of the better Bible verses in the Bible.
That I've heard.
He covered all things. He covered her bosom, the genitals of an ass.
The emission of the penis when comes to an orgasm.
That's weird because we're going to get into phallic members later today in this episode.
Most of our show tends to revolve around penises, but are we going to go ahead, or are we going to start off with our history of segment? What did we have in between?
Do we want to do that, or do we want to do...
Oh, the perfect Saturday. I'm sorry,
Saturday.
I didn't have my Google Drive up. Didn't do my research. Anyway, Jessie, we're about to talk about the perfect Saturday. We're kind of ripping it off of Guy Code, the show that was
perfect, the perfect night. But
yeah,
but we have a ritual. Saturdays
are for the boys. Everybody
always
knows.
If there's any, honestly, I get mad at people when they schedule shit for Saturday, knowing that Saturday is my day.
Mm-hmm.
Monday through Friday or my business hours. Sundays, you can work in a Sunday, but Saturdays off limits.
So, my perfect Saturday, Jessie Bright, usually tends to start off with me and Jessie waking up around. Excuse me, I had to burp. I've drank about 6 beers. Usually it starts off with me and Jessie waking up around noon or 1 after staying up around 3 a.m. Friday night.
Yep.
Starting the morning off with a beer. After a harsh hangover, I like to start off with something like a Natter Day, because a straight beer just doesn't.
It's good. It's good, but it's not great.
It doesn't really sit well on the palate. I just think a Natter Day is a good morning beer. It's something good to start off. If whether it's noon or 9 a.m. or 6 o'clock, it's something good to start off.
Natter Day is always a good option.
A good bender with, yeah. So it starts off with drinking a couple Natter Days. Me and Jessie sometimes, usually maybe around 1 or 2, like I said, we'll drink. Take a shower because we look and feel and smell like a horse's asshole.
Yeah.
He goes to his house for an hour, comes back, meets me. We go downtown. We vandalize shit. We put our stickers everywhere.
Not that we would ever do that.
No, this is just my idea of a perfect Saturday. If in my mind, it's what I picture. Anyway.
In your mind, that's not illegal.
No.
No. In our mind, it's perfectly fine. My mind is a free roam, a free thought place.
So, Jessie, would you like to pick up some of the slack here? We wake up.
Well, I'm gonna drop this back a few days or a few hours. So one of the things we could do is, depending on what time of year, if it's a Saturday,
that's
in the winter, we're watching playoff football.
Yup.
My perfect Saturday in the winter is Steelers beating the Patriots 53-0 to go on to the Super Bowl. That's a perfect Saturday. Nothing else needs to happen.
I'm going back into my my thoughts. I don't remember that ever happening.
But no, it hasn't. So that is a perfect Saturday.
I don't remember that now.
But since we're in La La Land of things that's not going to happen while Tom Brady's playing, so we're driving back. We wake up around 1 or 2 o'clock. We're really hungover because we drank probably 20 beers the night before.
At least
We drink a couple beers, smoke a blunt, and we go up to Taco Bell.
Taco Bell is not a bad choice either.
Taco Bell is a good hungover food.
If you're hungover, especially if you're going right back to drinking, you have to eat something, because if
Greasy.
you don't eat around
Be
5,
bad.
6 o'clock, you are gonna feel shitty and you're gonna fall asleep. I've done it many times. Trust me.
And when you start drinking early in the morning, especially after a hungover night, if you don't do it just right, you're gonna knock out. It's like it's a yin and yang. It's very like delicate. If you just gotta be very careful. So it always starts off with some decent, disgustingly Fast Mart, 7-Eleven, some shitty food. It's gotta happen. But I mean, after that, we come back, we link up, we drink some more.
Then
We
we might go to the mall or downtown.
might go to the mall. If we go in the mall, you never know.
Yeah.
We go downtown or
For
hard
a few.
times.
No. We're talking about 5 o'clock
Oh,
right now.
We're still 5 o'clock.
We're
Yeah,
at
you're
5
right.
o'clock
We got
Eastern time.
We got a good buzz on. We're probably a little stoned.
Yeah, exactly. We got the weed with us. We're drinking a little
We
bit.
got the pens. We got the pens. Pens are discreet. You're not
Hey.
getting in trouble with the pens.
Yeah. So
The
the perfect Saturday with the Degenerates. I
it.
love it, EK. Shout out to EK.
EK
Shout out
the DJ.
to Fredericksburg Public Radio, FXBG publicradio.com. What do you got?
We don't want to associate with your content.
Yeah, well, that's who produces our show, so you're kind of fucked. Yeah, so we go downtown or we go to the mall, look at some butt cheeks.
Gotta look at butt cheeks.
We might have Nathan with
the
us.
perfect Saturday has to have butt cheeks in it. If you go to the mall and there's no butt cheeks, it's not a perfect Saturday. It's a waste of a trip to the mall.
Yeah, because you got all fresh. Look.
I got
If I put you're about to go down. Yeah, if I put on my Air Force Ones instead of my flops, and I go out and there's no butt cheeks, then it was a wasted time. Are you drawing another penis on my face again, EK?
the perfect Saturday always has Air Force Ones involved. And the
what
perfect
is that?
That's an ass. It's cheeks.
Those are butt cheeks.
Those are butt
I
cheeks.
know them when I see them.
I know
Yep.
butt cheeks when
Thank
I see
you.
'em. Good
Yeah,
job,
thank you,
EK.
Jesse.
But so the perfect Saturday involves AF1s, but not just any AF1s. Your good AF1s, because
Yeah.
you always gotta have two pairs of AF1s. You gotta
At
have your
least
beaters,
Yep.
and then you gotta have your clean, your white ones, because AF1s don't stay white.
At least two per. Two.
Two per, and it's not raining because you can't wear AF1s in the rain.
Nope.
It doesn't work.
Maybe the black
The,
ones.
the busted ones you can wear out in the rain.
You know
it's
what?
okay.
You might as well not even go out in the rain, because
It's not a perfect Saturday.
flops, your socks are gonna get wet.
Yep.
Tims, they're gonna get they get the little raindrops on them, and then you gotta kind of wash them off. And then if you got Air Force Ones on, you're just gonna get them muddy or dirty. Whether it's black AF1s, which are for thugs, but I own some.
I want to get some black AF1s. That makes you unapproachable.
I've had them for like 3-4 months, never worn them once.
I remember when you got them actually.
Because to wear them, you gotta have.
You gotta have a black and mild behind your ear.
No, you gotta have straight 100% black on, because black AF1s do not really mix well unless it's black pants.
Black AF1s mix really well with crime. And getting beat up. Black Air Force Ones are if somebody is talking shit to you in black Air Force Ones, back away.
Back the
Back
fuck
down.
up.
You might get killed, you might get fucked up. So we're getting off topic.
Yeah, but it was an important thing that we had to stray away. We had to talk about this.
So the perfect Saturday, we got our Air Force Ones. We're at the mall. We might even go look at some more Air Force Ones. We might get another per.
Might get 2 per.
Might get 2 per.
Who knows? I don't know what the future holds. I'm ready to see.
We might go to Spencer's, get a super sucker.
Speaking of that, dude, again, I don't want to get off on the perfect Saturday. So
I hope you want to get off on a perfect
I like to get off multiple times on the perfect Saturday,
The
EK.
perfect Saturday involves getting off, so
Any
you're right.
day involves me getting off a few times. So again, we need to get back on the subject, but dude, Ziggy was sick. I might have mentioned this to you.
Oh, you told me about this the other
He
day.
was sick, and he threw up on my close to brand new book bag.
Ziggy's his dog, by the way.
Somebody just Swagmaster hit me up. What up, Swagmaster? Anyway, I
Shout
gotta
out
get back
Swagmaster.
to Ziggy shitting on my book bag. Dude, I'm pretty sure I threw away the super sucker in the bottom. But I'd already put the shit book bag in a trash bag, and it was all smeared. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not playing in shit for $20 because that's really all a super sucker is. It's like $20. So I need another one because I need to have a to-go super sucker.
Let's have the perfect Saturday this weekend.
Let's go, guy. Put her there.
Oh, wait. Wrong one.
Yep. Y'all get ready.
So
Good weekend coming up.
So after we're at the mall for a while. We might even go over to
I need to quench my thirst.
You do. We might go to Park Lane Tavern. We might get us a beer, maybe a Henny, maybe a double shot of Henny. Double shot of Henny's for a good Saturday. That's for the perfect Saturday. But after, see, all right. So we're at what, 6, maybe 7 o'clock at the mall. If we're at Park Lane getting a couple drinks.
Yeah. Well, we also have to watch out because I almost got a DUI doing that. We talked about it on the show.
That was not very funny, but
Keith K-Dog said he's listening to the show, and he said, I am listening, not happy, comma, show, ... I don't know what that means. I guess it means that our show fucking sucks right now.
means K-Dog hasn't had a perfect Saturday in a long time. You need a perfect Saturday, my guy. A perfect Saturday will make your life.
He's saying whack.
Whack.
It's whack. I don't think... Okay, well, that kind of hurts, K-Dog. Anyway.
Well, we can go ahead and speed up our perfect Saturday. So after the mall, where we go? Do we go downtown or we go to the Hard Times?
We usually go back to the house. And a perfect Saturday involves Nathan driving us downtown in exchange for 2 to 3 drinks,
Yeah.
which is about the cost of an Uber. Because Nathan doesn't, he drinks.
He drinks. So we go downtown. We go wild. We go to
EK
Brock's.
EK has something.
Maybe K-Dog is wondering why he hasn't been mentioned yet in the Perfect Saturday.
Well,
Because
there's so many versions of the perfect Saturday because there's a perfect Saturday we go to K-Dog's.
The perfect Saturday involves getting butt cheeks, and you don't really get butt cheeks hanging at home with Jessie's family. Anyway,
Well, Jesse does, but
yeah.
oh yeah, family over everything. Keep it in the. So, the perfect Saturday is.
K-Dog is just straight up dissing me. You're an angry drunk, K-Dog.
So the perfect Saturday basically involves us getting really drunk and getting butt cheeks. That's the perfect Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean-
it also involves getting kicked out of at least 1 to 2 bars.
Oh, we've gotten kicked out of a couple bars. Have we ever told the story about? Well, you weren't there when I got kicked out of Spirits for.
That's a long story. I
But
think we should maybe speed up into the history of.
EK. Drop the beat.
Drop the beat, EK.
So, today is the day. We are bringing up a brand new segment we are doing.
I would like to give Jesse credit on this one. He did come up with it. Actually, I'm not even gonna bullshit. Jesse came up with. He sent me a list of about 15 good subjects. So
We're only get to do a few tonight because this one is going to be an interesting one. We're starting a new topic called the history of, and I'm sure you guys have wondered all the time, where did the Bible come from? Where did fire start?
yep, every day.
Where was the first camera from?
Every day I wonder.
Where did the first light come from? Well,
Mhm.
today
Thomas said.
we're going to tell you all of that. We are going to tell you the history of the dildo.
I love it. Give applause. Yes. I've wondered this since I was a young boy. Where did it come from? We're about to let y'all know.
Where did the first dildo come from? And
So our source is allthat'sinteresting.com, and it is the 30,000 year history of the dildo. I don't like that word, but I would just like to use female sex toy. But I don't know. Dildo is kind of it's a funny word to say.
it is. And the term dildo was first coined in 1400 AD.
Teach me something, Jesse.
I'm laying down the fucking. I'm
Teach me
teaching
something.
today.
Where's the knowledge at?
The term dildo was first coined in around 1400 AD and originated from the Latin term for dildere, which means open wide,
Oh,
and the Italian for delight, which translates as diletto.
Diletto. Is that Greek? Where did this come from?
Italy.
Italy.
So
Italian.
It's Italian. So they have dated back sex toys as long as 30,000 years.
That's a long
That's
fucking
a
time.
long time.
So women first started having orgasms around 30,000 years ago. Because we ain't giving them nothing.
No. And some of these, the original dildos, or dildares as you might call them, were made out of, believe it or not, concrete.
That would be rough on the walls, bro.
Some of them were made out of some hard concrete-like material. And there's one, I believe in England on display where it's like kind of cracked in half, but you can see like the mushroom head and everything. It is one of the original dildos, and it's about 30,000 years old. As crazy as that is, there's a brief and twisted history of dildos. Recently, though, in history, vibrators are rather new. Until
I wouldn't think that would be dating back 30,000 years.
No. I mean, you'd be surprised.
If you
but
told me
doesn't.
it was, I could believe it.
They've got so many. They've got wooden ones. Back in the day, they had to get creative, and they've got some that like kind of hook upwards. Like
That's to hit the spot, the G spot.
That's what they have to do. And they use other materials. They use bread.
No, I don't think so. There's a little man dancing.
Dildo-like breadsticks. It says it right here, which are lubricated with what else?
Is it stale?
Olive oil. So if
That's definitely some Italian ass shit.
so, you could go to Olive Garden right now. Let your
and
breadsticks dry out.
fuck
and
yourself
you
with
could-
a breadstick.
Yep. Get you some
Garlic pussy.
garlic pussy. You know what we need to do? What was the first male sex toy? I mean, how did they make? I mean,
It's called a woman.
I have a joke right now.
Hey, it's
You know-
we're never gonna get butt again, dude.
Nope. Do you guys, off topic of history, but do you know what the useless skin around a vagina is called?
Facts.
A woman.
EK's giving us a thumbs up.
He likes it.
All right.
K-Dog's going off about Jacob's mom, the tree. It's called a donkey. Oh, so I guess they were fucking donkeys back in the day. That makes sense. The practice of massaging women's genitals to simulate orgasm and treat various problems said to be caused by sexual deprivation began with the Hippocrates in the 5th century BC, but it wasn't until the Vatican era that one of the first vibrators was invented.
Yeah, women weren't allowed
Victorian era, I mean.
Who's
One of the
garlic pussy might have to make a recipe from that. All right, Trey Swagmaster.
Trey Swagmaster.
I don't know. I prefer female genitalia to not have a strong scent like garlic, but
In 1988
I
or
never said no.
in 1899, the first battery-powered vibrators were marketed and sold as home appliances, like a washing machine or a blender.
well, dude, you can use I guess you could use a toothbrush, one of the electronic ones.
But nowadays, you use shower heads, or a girl that I know that was in a sorority told me that one of the things they would do as initiation was they would sit a newspaper on a washing machine and turn it on, and the girls would sit there butt naked, and they would see how wet the fucking newspaper would get. People are
word.
shaking their head in the background. EK's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Dude, I think it's time to change sexes. I need to see this.
Why?
I'm changing my gender, bro.
Can we go like deep undercover into a sorority?
Kind of like a 22 Jump Street.
Huh?
For,
Never
is
seen
that
it.
a movie? Well, they totally stole our idea. Yep,
Well-
they're the ones that took our idea.
Well, they took it from us because we came up with it first. No lie. We were the first to do this shit. What the fuck?
Jesse, this is a whole lot of fucking bullshit, dude. We maybe should have made notes.
There is a lot of
Now they're talking about Japan. That is true. The Japanese do depict very, I guess that's very sexual images in some of their art. I've seen that.
dildos go back so far that honestly, I've been doing research since Monday. I cannot really dumb it down, and we watched a 10-minute video on some of the oldest dildos ever found, and they are made of everything you can imagine.
Rocks. Like Jesse said, bread. Apparently, $15 billion in 2015 just from some doughs, bro.
Some doughs.
Just from some dildos.
And you know what? People say men are the pigs. It's the women. They've been making sex toys for 30,000 years. We're new to the sex toy game as men.
I think K-Dog might have put us onto a good topic. I'm about to use Google. Tijuana Basket Donkey Show. I have no idea what this is, but it sounds
This is
good.
going to be like some lemon party shit you pull up.
Good with me.
So women, you guys have been sexual deviants since the beginning of time.
Oh, dude, this is fucking hot. I've watched this online.
What?
It's pretty much just a woman getting fucked by a donkey. Bestiality porn is hot.
Are we safe to look this up on the networks, internet?
Yeah, I don't. This might be illegal. I might want to stop talking.
Talk about donkey porn.
In 2005, in the 2005 book, The Godfather Returns, written by Mark Weingartner, Fredo Corleone's wife, Deanna Dunn, insists on attending one on a whim. They've headed to Mexico. When they've gotten there, all right, so apparently, I don't know, in this book, she wanted to insist on watching a teenage Indian girl fuck a donkey.
That's not even the nastiest shit Jake has sent me either.
I watch a lot of pornographic videos.
I've gotten some raw
Animal.
shit before.
Well, I think we might have talked about it on the show when the guy was getting fucked by a donkey, and honestly, when the horse busts up in his ass, the dude squirts out like a gallon of cum out of his ass. It's really disturbing, but it's still something I would watch again. It's funny, dude, because he's just getting his nut off right inside the dude, and he's honestly taking a dick that's about like 16, 18 inches.
That's a lot of dick to be taken. So,
It's but tell me that y'all motherfuckers wouldn't watch it.
move on to...
Well, yeah, we can talk about that too. I'm sorry, you start talking about
bestiality porn.
Yeah, and you get me going off for a while.
And we could also talk about the scat porn you sent me sometimes. It's been a
no.
while since you sent me some, but
The one where the dude
on the glass table.
I don't remember that. I do remember. Well, that's kind of a cliche topic. That's talked about multiple times. Like apparently, like
Dude, I think we talked about that last week, didn't we?
K-Dog talked about it, but apparently, like Walt Disney liked. I don't know if it's true. He liked watching women shit on glass tables above him. I could get down with it too, but there is a video where this woman's eating a dude's ass, and they're right in front of the toilet, and he steps up on the seat and just straight up blows shit off in her face, and her mouth's open. It's disturbing, but anyway,
The worst video I have ever seen in my entire life. I've seen Two Girls, One Cup. I have seen some raw shit. I've seen people beheaded. I've seen the worst one by far. One Man, One Jar. Without a doubt, the nastiest video I've ever seen. The sound it makes. Anybody that doesn't know, a guy spreads his ass cheeks and takes like a mason jar and sits down on it.
I think it's a pickle jar.
Yeah, and he gets about halfway up there. No, it was almost all the way up there. It gets towards the base of it, and you hear this disgusting. If you've ever heard like a bottle bust, it's like that, but
It's inside his ass. So what do you do when you have like 100 pieces of glass stuck in your butt?
and he's like kind of like sitting like a frog would sit, and he's like,
You can't even like shit it out because you're just gonna tear up your asshole.
it was the most disgusting thing I have ever watched.
See, and it like they have glass dildos, but you gotta think it's one piece. There's no there's not an empty spot, so there's no
Yeah,
pressure.
There's
put
nothing to
in it.
collapse for it. There's nothing it could collapse in.
It can maybe break off, but I just don't see human skin or the butt actually having that much power to break off glass in your ass. Jesse's phone is blown up.
Yeah, we're trying to get an update for something that happened a couple weeks ago, but we'll get
And
to
we
that
talked
in a minute.
about it on the show.
We did. I do want to talk about. Me and Jake talked about this before we came here. This is to the women listening to the show.
Well, we kind of just came up with this subject because Jesse wants to talk about a lot of personal sexual experiences.
Jake's a shy boy.
I'm not shy. It's just, well, I guess I'll just be honest. I mean, you don't really want to talk about butt on the show when there's some females that are listening to the show that you want to get butt from, or you have gotten butt from.
I have you can jump around that, but here's the thing that if women like men as much as they will deny it, women like men that get ass. If
Oh yeah.
women like men that have been out in these streets. If you told a woman,
Well, that's because she knows other females want
Yeah.
to fuck you.
if you told a woman that your
Or
body
they'll actually consent. Like, I guess I'll fuck him. So he's fuckable.
So-
I don't know why they'd ever I mean, if I was a female, I'd just be looking on a bush all day. But
So us men, I mean, we want a woman that is as low as body count as possible. That is ideal. I don't know. I kind of want one with some experience. So it's, I don't know. You want like a
it's also not hot because I would never do this with a female. Like, talk about how you've had sex before. Like, it's kind of a turn on.
It comes up
Because
dude.
you're like, yeah, I come the best when a guy bends me over. I'm like, so how many times has a guy busted off and you done busted a female nut on his dick? It's just kind of it's a thought. It doesn't. It's like bringing up other females, just not even talking about fucking when you're hanging out with them. It's just not a very good. I don't think it's a good way to start off. But
It eventually comes up because you have to be open to each other about your sexuality and what you like. Because if not, then nobody's happy. You just gotta.
rare occasion. But if I like the girl, I just kind of don't really want to hear about it.
Nobody wants to hear about it because us.
I think you can just kind of pass and not talk about it.
There's a double standard that I love. I'm a big fan of.
Well, the I'm not trying to
This
cut
is
you
this
off.
is a whole other topic we could get on.
The double standard works both ways. There is pros and cons.
Yes.
This is one of the pros.
This is one of the pros because as women or as men, we want our women. I don't know. There's like a clean line between experience and like low body count because obviously you want the low because is that a trick? Is that a stupid? That's not a stupid. It's just really stupid to even ask why. But as a woman, I think women think low body count as bad. So if I was like, if only fuck 3 bitches, she would.
He's not gonna know how to.
She's like he ain't been out in these streets. But there's a difference between too high and too low. So you got to give like you tell her your real body count. You subtract 10, and that's what you tell her.
I've never really played that game.
I'm bullshitting. I mean, am I maybe?
Who knows?
Who knows? But
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
You gotta let her know though. You've been in these streets. If she don't know, then she ain't that interested because
You've also kind of you got to get
you have a market value.
you got to get like a cup or something like yogurt, and you got to kind of just chilling with her. And just lick around
Yeah.
it because you got to know if I bust a nut 10 seconds inside of you, I can still eat the butt. I can eat the butt. I can eat the pussy. I can do it all. So you gotta make it known that you can go down south.
Yeah, but you gotta eat the pussy before you fuck her. You don't want to. I mean, midway through fucking her, that's different. So like you're about to bust and you just kind of like pop out and you're like, hey, just dig your face in it. But you don't want to eat it after. That's fucking.
I got a water hose right out back, bro. Just flush it.
Stick the
I'll
water.
I'll go
hose.
back down. I got enough pride. Just wash it, dude. I mean, honestly, I've got Dove soap right by the fucking kitchen sink, right in my shower. Hit it right quick. I mean, what's the difference? Whether or not you like to admit it, She gonna take a shower in the morning after it just been laying in her, and you probably gonna go back down. So it's the same thing, dude. It's just you don't want to do it fresh, but it doesn't really make a difference.
It's like gooing out the next morning though.
It's still been marinating. It's just sitting.
All right, you got me there.
You do know how cum smells when you leave it on your foreskin for a while.
Yeah.
It does have a stench.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough over in these
So
parts.
then it's even worse. It has a smell to it. If she's waiting till the morning. So I'm telling you, dude, just take the water hose, shove it right up in her. It's done. You can go down on her. Grow some balls. Be a man, Jesse.
Oh my god. All right. What number is too high? What number is too high where you're like, I cannot date this girl?
Do we want to say this public? Because then we already know they're lying to us. Then they're just going to lie to us even more. I don't know, dude. This is kind of I have a number in my head, but at the same time, if I heard a number higher than that, I'd be like, I can maybe deal with it. I can probably deal with it because
it's I don't know. As I get
it's
older,
just the way the world works, dude. It's just hard to deal with that fact.
it is. It sucks. But as you get older, it's just like it's just sex.
It kind of.
But
It's like if you know when you really fuck with a girl, really really fuck with her, like it kind of hurts to. Yeah, I can just picture 15 guys fucking her.
Like
And I really I love this girl. Like I care about her.
like if I go in a room, I need to know how
many dicks has she had in her mouth?
So I'm like that table,
Yeah.
plus that table. All of them could have been up in it.
And when you see, all right, 5 at a table, 1, 2, 3, she done fucked 15 dudes. It's like, wow, that many men have had their dicks inside of a girl that I care about. That's why you just choose to not love. You gotta cut off emotions and it's just sex for the rest of your life. You can't care about females anymore.
Nope.
Knowing how many men they fuck.
I will say, all right. I want to get back to this. I have 2 questions. You can answer both at the same time. What is an instant deal breaker? I've got 2 in mind personally. And is her body count? Do you look at it different if she moved from Pennsylvania or across the state here? Because you will never run into those guys.
It's so much better.
It is, because one of the things is, it's happened where I've seen girls with guys, I'm like, and I hate, like, I'm just like, I know what I did. And I would hate, I despise being the guy, like, that's sitting there and, like, a couple guys, like, 2 tables over, fucking making jokes, and I don't know.
Been there.
Been on both ends of it.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. It is a lot better because if it's a girl that she's in another state, like you said, you don't really. She could have fucked 20 dudes. I don't know about it.
You will never ever meet those. You will never see those people in person. But if someone in your hometown fucked 20 dudes, there's some hot. I definitely know 10 of those 20 guys.
My mom knows 5 of them.
Yeah. You see what I'm getting at? Like it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because
what was the first question?
First question was, what's instant deal breakers? Because
you go off. You say yours. It would take me a minute because there are some. Well, when you say a deal breaker, does that mean I don't want to fuck with her in a serious way, or that like I said, that is rare.
I would.
There's
a couple there is no deal breaker with a friends with benefits. It's just not. There's no. It's all physical. There's no.
Dude, there's so many easy deal breakers because me and you don't really fuck with women seriously like that.
No, we're pretty.
It
picky.
depends. It depends. There's some that we fuck with, but like, it's not even just, like if I'm attracted to her. There's such a high chance that she has a terrible personality.
Yeah, and. I don't, like I said, I don't think there's a deal breaker for friends with benefits. There is clearly deal breakers for somebody you actually like, but like it's different when you actually like her and these deal breakers, like the red flags and deal breakers come up. It's hard to get away from those.
But at the same time, I mean,
you gotta look out for yourself.
How many fucking red flags are coming up when she's looking at my dumb ass, bro?
Yeah, we are nothing but red
I have no words. Maybe I'm telling you, there's got to be 1,000 red flags when it comes to us. So
So do you have an immediate deal breaker that comes to mind? I have one right away.
if one of my friends have already fucked her,
That's an instant deal breaker. Definitely.
me and Jessie are on the same wavelength, so I could already I could already picture.
That being said, as long as it wasn't a serious relationship, you can still just fuck her.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
That's cool. But
Maybe at the same time.
that's a deal breaker for me.
Oh, if she's
she's-
been gangbanged.
If
yeah.
she has been trained, that's an instant no.
Yeah, that's.
I feel like I shouldn't have said this because any girl that reads like she's like I can't be open with this now.
That's why I told Jesse, I said, there's some things we just maybe shouldn't talk about on the podcast. And he's like, you know what? Let's talk about it tonight. Why we don't talk about this shit on the podcast? And we probably should have just shut our mouths, bro. Because now it's just open.
Well,
We can almost, it kind of just, we just busted the whole podcast ass open. We
that's
can
what
just
makes
fuck it all out
that's
now.
what makes the Degenerates great is we don't care.
Not at all. When I talk about having consensual sex with my father and
Yeah. I just had
and
my
fucking my dog, I mean, there's not any limits.
and I just happened to have my ultra conservative, ultra Christian family find out about the show, so I've got to explain that too.
Oh god,
so,
dude. I really, really like your family. Like your grandma's the shit, and she's just gonna really. She had an alright opinion of me. Now it's just going down the drain. It's going to shit.
But eventually, everyone's gonna hear about this. But back to this: people that gangbang girls are all normally in a friend group. So if that friend group is out, and we're at dinner with my girl, not my girl, because it wouldn't be my girl.
No,
But I see a group of 4 guys who are snickering at us. I'm gonna fucking jump off a bridge.
or I might throw hands. I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta know.
That's kinda
You don't
disrespectful.
throw hands with them. You throw hands with her.
Good point. Good point.
You-
She just threw that thing on about 5 dudes.
at the same time. That is bad.
Multiple penises at the same time. At least 2 inside of her at once.
She's doing this number. I can't even fucking. She's doing one of these bad boys, and that's not cool. Deal
don't-
breaker.
That's a little bit far to have. I don't want to see another penis right there when I'm trying to get off on a female or with a female. I don't want to see your dick. We've done a pretty good job of managing our gangbangs where we don't see each other's penises.
Yeah, true.
I wish EK would come in here because
EK's dealing with his child.
there's just a certain element that he adds to the show.
Yeah, I like to hear. I like to see his face when we talk about shit like this.
This is normal conversation for us. We kind of
This is normally Saturday night conversations. When we're really drunk.
it's a little bit more polished because we kind of have to keep track of what we say.
And
but
we also can't. We can't get. I mean, like I said, we don't care, but there's just some things we can't say for reasons. But
I don't know what things you're talking about.
I have no clue. So besides the gangbang, is there any other deal breakers you can think of about having a kid?
That's a very good point.
But as we get older, we got to get used to this. Every girl's got a kid now.
Dude, I don't think. And I know so many females that have a kid and like, dude,
Some of them are
all right.
fucking hot too.
we need to get back. I have a topic we can we can kind of sidetrack, but having a kid it definitely makes you not think twice, maybe 3 times, maybe 4 times. Dude, Jesse, what is worse than swiping? I never swipe left on Tinder.
Nope.
Swiping right on Tinder and seeing a female that has the nuts to be on Tinder while she's pregnant.
Ooh.
How many times have you seen that? I've seen it a few times, and that's when I actually pay attention. Usually don't pay attention when you swipe on Tinder.
Or when a girl's got like 5 kids and is playing hard to get.
Good luck, bitch.
Yeah, really? Like, what do you bring to the table? Hey, EK, are the phone lines open? All right. Can you send me the? Can you just Facebook me the number? I'm sorry. I don't. It get lost
EK.
in translation.
If you had sent it to me, we wouldn't have this problem.
Let me
I
see
pretty
if I,
much run the show.
Let me see if I can find this. Hold on. All right, so that's kind of what we're at. I can't. I don't know if there's any. A deal breaker for me is like I don't know. Maybe not so much for you. I'm not a big fan of smoking cigarettes, but that's like something you kind of work around.
Yeah, I can say I hate girls that smoke cigarettes when I'm a fucking chain smoker half the time, especially when I'm drinking, which is all the
When
time.
I'm kissing a girl and she's got yuck mouth, it makes my pee pee go soft.
Dude, I will say I try. I don't really smoke around if I'm hanging out with a girl, but I've been around a girl that's and like I do smoke. I try to stop, but it's kind of a bitch. I've stopped smoking and been around a female that smokes, and it does taste like shit. So after that, I was like, I'm good.
Even when I smoke an L, I'm using mouthwash.
Because there's already so many factors that play into why a female wouldn't fuck with me or you, and the smoke breath that's a big red flag.
It is a big red flag. What? Oh, another deal breaker is I don't know. Well, because of this next caller, I guess it's not really a deal breaker. It's if she's married.
That's like half as bad as having a kid.
I think so.
Cause how many times is the husband just straight up busted in her?
Now he doesn't like saying his personal life out there, but EK as a kid would you have any problem being with a girl that has a kid, EK? No. Maybe it's just as you get older, you kind of just.
I've definitely kind of matured in that area. The older I get.
Should I ever call in now or?
Yeah, we've got like 13 minutes left, bro. We're almost done.
All right.
This is
We have an update coming in from a previous episode that well she didn't talk about it. I talked about it. And
Oh, are we just gonna bust it wide open?
we're gonna bust it wide open. I didn't even tell you about this. I'm gonna tell you about some shit that happened this week.
Yet again, breaking news on the Degenerates podcast. This is about home wrecking, right?
This is home wrecking.
Let's fuck the end of this show in the ass.
We're gonna do it. Hello,
Hello.
Kim. How are you doing?
Good, how are you? You fucking asshole.
What did I do?
You fucked her while she was engaged.
Did not happen. So,
Ooh.
That did not happen.
Kim, what
Yes.
kind of update happened since you were featured on the Degenerates?
How much does he want to fight us? How bad?
That's what I got.
Does he want one of these left or right? Cause we got two per right here.
I saw him Thursday. I was with her Thursday at Brock's, and he was there.
I swear to God, if I see him and he's got some beef, I'm gonna let him know. My boy Jesse is gonna fuck your girl, and you better not have a problem with it.
Hey.
I'll hit you right in your shit.
Hey, dog. I walked in front door of Brock's, and this dude's like 5 foot nothing, dude.
Oh, then you don't even need a second set of hands.
Oh no,
You're good.
I would pick him up like you do a mad dog. You just flip him upside down and you hold him.
Fucking.
He bought studio time. His show starts next week.
Ooh. Apparently, he's been a big fan of the show, by the way.
He hasn't listened to the show.
Yes, he does. That's how this all happened, didn't it?
I heard he
Not
wanted.
since that one. Not since the other one.
I heard he wanted to suck his. Should I go ahead, Jesse?
What?
Do
All
whatever.
right, yeah, I heard he wanted to suck his ex fiance's pussy off Jesse's dick.
Yep, apparently so. So,
Oh
Kim,
my god.
so Kim, we've been talking, but really, what happened since you got your own episode of The Degenerates? Not that you even asked for it, but
We're dying to know.
what happened?
Yeah, I did not ask for that. Thank you. I am now single.
Look what you did, Jesse. You
The
dirty dog.
Degenerates has broken up a marriage. How much better does it get? Any comments?
Do you want to talk
No.
about cuckolding?
Yeah. So are you breaking up with the Degenerates? That's true. How do you feel about this?
About what, my breakup?
Yeah.
I feel perfectly fine.
How do you feel about Jesse causing it?
I have no regrets on anything.
Ooh.
Damn, so she just straight up chose Jesse after, what, a couple weeks of talking?
Well, I knew.
How long were y'all engaged?
year?
EK. We love it. Wow.
So
I can't believe you would say yes to a dude and then just string him along for a year.
I knew she was unhappy. It didn't take me very long to figure this out, and then
Yeah.
she had made another.
Have you guys ever heard of Tyler Cassidy?
Name sounds familiar.
He's got this song called Boyfriend. And I don't know, man. This situation just makes me think of that song, and let me see if I can find it.
All right.
I cannot believe I allowed you to do this.
Yeah, Jesse, we're probably gonna get shot if we keep this show going. Somebody's gonna get mad that one of us is fucking their fiancés, and it's just gonna happen. The end is soon.
So Kim, if I'm gonna call him out by name, if Jake was listening to this,
That's not
my
me.
God.
That's not me.
and that's not him. What would you say to him?
I swear to God, I have nothing to say.
All right, so how many more inches
I found the
was
song.
Jesse?
We got the song.
Jesse never got laid. So...
Hey, EK, is this copyrighted?
There's things about talking over it, and there's things.
We'll be good.
We'll be all right.
You look so amazing in that sundress.
Oh,
You've heard of this guy, right?
This is
What you look like when you're undressed.
the snot-nosed
I can
dude.
see the future in your eyes.
What?
Are you talking about
Froggy Fresh.
You know I would never tell
Krispy
you
Kreme.
lies.
This is Krispy Kreme.
This is not
I
Chris-
just
This
wanna
is Krispy
see you
Kreme.
smile, so stick around a while,
Baby. I put this on my Instagram a while back. Your
I see
boyfriend's
your
a
man
bitch. He
blowing
ain't
up
shit.
Yeah. So his name is Tyler Cassidy. You can you can find his.
His
music on
OG
YouTube
name is
and
Krispy
Spotify.
Kreme. He was on
Krispy
Tosh.0.
Kreme. Was he really?
He was.
So yeah, it's just the way you guys are talking shit. It just reminds me of that song.
It's one thing we do good.
So Kim, now that you're single, are you coming over tonight?
Well, right now I'm in DC, so...
What the fuck? What happened to that? How'd that happen?
I told you I got dinner with a sister.
Whack.
Wait,
Whack.
she what?
She got dinner with her sister or something.
What's your sister doing?
Well, she's a sorority sister.
Oh, so she fucks a
But-
lot of guys more than you.
Hmm?
What?
Can you
EK,
put
did you say something?
can you put my boy Jake on with her?
Yeah, I want that used butt.
No.
Why not? Jake's a good guy. He's just as good as me.
You already tried this with Nathan. It's not happening.
Oh, so you gotta call my boy out by name.
Like, you haven't been calling names out the entire time.
What if he's willing to pay?
Ooh.
I might be willing to pay too. Yeah, that's a good point, EK.
What's an acceptable like eights and above you can pay for?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
K-Dog's mad.
Why?
He said he couldn't call in.
Oh, K-Dog messaged me
I do
20
not
minutes
wanna
ago. He said, "Wait, what? What'd she say?"
Nothing.
K-Dog said, "That's why your mom is so hot." 20 minutes ago.
Jake's mom is hot for everybody listening.
No, we confirm and we break a lot of news on this podcast. That is not true. This is not confirmed. It's a false report. Fake news.
Fake news. Big fake news. So,
Are you guys saying fake news or fake nudes?
no, I want real news, not fake ones. So, in the course of 3 to 4 weeks, we broke an entire engagement off. And
It's not that long.
well, we took
So 52 weeks
That's
out of
what
a
she
year.
said.
What is the ratio on this, EK? Do you have a calculator?
well, it's like
Of what?
it's 3 to 52 because they were engaged for a year. It's 3
let's
to
say
52.
let's say a month, and there's 52 weeks in a year. What is 52 divided by 4? One sec, I got y'all.
All right, so we're gonna hear the true ratio.
52 divided by 4. So 1/13 of their engagement it took for Jessie to get inside and in between her butt cheeks.
And just ruin everything.
You're talking about you're doing the fractions of months to years, and you got 1/13.
Wait, no. That's one.
One
That's out of a year. It's-
1/12. There
No,
are 12 months
no,
in a year.
no,
for 1 month.
He's doing weeks.
Oh, you're doing weeks.
Yeah, so 52
I
and
see. I
yeah.
see. Gotcha.
You see what we're getting at, EK?
Okay, my bad.
52 divided by 4.
EK, she also told me the other day she had a crush on someone on the show, and it wasn't me. It was EK the DJ.
I've got a crush on him too.
The ladies love you. What can I say?
EK fan
I
club.
have not been on camera, so these are all lies.
Your voice is just super attractive. I
EK
sometimes I rub my penis just listening to it.
EK, your voice soothes me. I listen to your podcast at night, and it makes me feel better.
EK, would you have my children?
I would adopt your children so they didn't have to be living in a household with you.
I love it.
To save the lives of your children, I would adopt them.
So now I can stop wearing condoms.
He's just gonna Wilt Chamberlain it up for the rest of it.
Yep. I love it, EK.
But the Degenerates, this is what we do. We break up marriages. We talk about the history of dildos.
We fuck our producer. He fucks us.
I'm just trying to find a nice, like, mid-30s girl, 1 or 2 kids, just the same amount of tired as me, like that.
Kim, do you have anybody that fits
maybe
that?
somebody to help manage our show because EK has a hard time. He's good, but it's a lot for him to handle.
Some like
Wait, what?
I
It's
can
pretty
imagine
raw
a
material.
girl could be right behind EK's shoulders right now, just giving him a shoulder rub.
Yeah, he gets very tense and stressed.
Yeah, he gets very
during
stressed.
our show.
I am so outside of my comfort zone during the entire show.
That's my boy.
We love you, EK.
Again, shout out FXBG Public Radio. Shout out EK. Shout out Hill Hippie Madman.
As FXBG Public Radio, as we're all a collaborative group, we're all supposed to work together. But I honestly feel that they cringe a little bit when we mention their name, even though we're supposed to. Like, we're all supposed to work together as a collaborative group to get everybody more views. EK, every time he hears us say it, like his face just kind of scrunches up a little bit.
So this is how I reference your show out in the wild. So I'll hear somebody say, "Hey, I heard your show," and I think it's kind of offensive, and I say to them, "Oh, that's interesting because that's like nowhere near as offensive as the Degenerates. You should listen to that one."
You should check out that one.
Thank you, EK.
That's the sweetest thing you've ever said to us. Kim, are you still on the phone lines?
Yes.
What?
I think she's more disappointed than EK because we just totally threw her business out there. But
Yeah.
well,
Everyone
you did decide to come on.
name.
I felt so bad, honestly, because
Oh, I feel so bad.
there's a clip. I've got a video clip where I'm sitting here and we're talking, and she sends me like a fuck you or something. I don't remember what it was. She just freaked
I
out.
literally said, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah, and I kind of
we are.
Yeah, we're obviously, and we kind of, and I just did like this weird thing because I didn't even know what to say. I'm 9 minutes into an hour show and I had no idea what to do because I really couldn't go back and forth. But I don't know why don't you like us talking about home wrecking and in your personal life? It's not. I mean, nothing really happened.
If you're gonna fuck my friend, I'm gonna talk about it
Yeah,
publicly.
publicly on a public show.
For all the females listening right now, if you're gonna fuck Jessie, we're gonna talk about it.
We are, and if you want to have a kid by Jake that EK takes care of, we're gonna talk about that too.
Wait, when you have a kid by me?
Wait, what?
That's you said when I have a kid by Jake, didn't he?
I meant when
Did
one of the ladies have a kid by Jake and
Jessie.
EK takes care of it.
Jesse, I've got half a bottle of wine and a quarter bottle of Jaeger at the house.
Let's make
get
this happen.
Let's get it going.
This is making it. Well, apparently my night's free because Kim's in DC, so
You better lube that ass up, my boy. It's gonna happen.
just like Chad, just like the prophecy foretold.
Me and Jesse are gonna get this done.
I guess we are. So Kim, what do you think of the Degenerates?
You drive me crazy.
Oh, Jesse, you drive her crazy.
Drive her crazy. The Degenerates drive us her crazy.
We do have that effect on the ladies.
We do.
They love us.
You know, we walk in
That's
sometimes.
a double standard.
Yeah. We walk in, we pop our collars, and
If I had a
instantly-
collar, it would be popped.
instantly they know. Those are definitely the Degenerates.
Oh my God, They're
Instantly, they know.
so
Do not
sexy,
fuck
and their personalities are just magnetic.
When I met up with her Thursday at Brock's, when her bitch ass ex fiance was there, she said, or her friends was like, "Oh wow, he doesn't look as ugly as he does on the show."
Heard that before about myself. Yeah.
I was like, "What's that supposed to mean? That's fucked up."
You guys want to hear a personal story?
Yeah, finally, yes. We've been waiting for this
Okay.
for weeks.
Right.
A good couple years ago, there was a bar in Central Park that I met a girl at one night at an open mic night. And we hit it off, so we made arrangements to meet up at Hard Times a couple days later.
It's a great spot.
The night we met at the Hard Times, you know, we're getting along. We're doing okay. We're making out at the bar and
Performing oral sex in public.
That's when her boyfriend showed up. And I didn't know. I was innocent in this situation. I was unaware that she had a boyfriend. So obviously there's an argument. Security comes, and we all like, look, there was a misunderstanding. Nobody needs to get thrown out. You know, it's my bad. We're gonna go our separate ways. It's all good. So I guess they break up. She's at one end of the bar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's
Why?
she's at one end, she's at one end of the bar. He's sitting at a table by himself, a couple tables down from ours. I'm hanging out with my buddies.
I would have left.
I feel really bad, so I walk over to the guy. I'm like, look, man.
Bad idea.
Yeah,
Bad idea.
Yeah. Let me tell the story. let me
about
tell you how the idea got bad.
That's a great idea. How much had you had to drink?
I had a couple to drink.
Yeah.
So I go over and I'm like, hey man, you know, sorry about all that. I didn't know, no hard feelings. And he stands up and starts getting a little physical, and he shoves me into the bar, and my back is against the bar, so I kind of like bend backwards over the bar.
You're lucky we weren't there. No, you're not lucky.
When I reel back and like stand back up straight, he's gone.
He knew not to fuck with EK.
He's gone.
He's a
And
big man.
security is running towards me, or at least I think they're running towards me. They're actually running towards Madman, who is on top of this guy on the ground with his hands around his throat. I didn't even have a chance to react. I got shoved into the bar, and then Madman pounced. And Madman, he was in the Navy for a minute, so he had his reaction time a little bit faster than mine. That's
I like Madman. That's the homie.
We've gotten a couple of bar
He doesn't seem like
altercations.
the type to get very physical, but
See, I'm built like a 16-year-old Asian girl, so I avoid altercations at most opportunities as well. So if I
it's
had
very attractive.
like if I know somebody is engaged or has a boyfriend, I kind of avoid that situation because I'm not trying to catch hands because I'm small and I'm the little spoon.
Well,
Me and Jessie welcome it with open arms.
well, Kim's ex fiance was definitely the little spoon. He's a little guy.
I'm not even trying to fight another little guy. Like I'm just look.
Fighting is kind of fun.
Here's the thing, like I don't want to fight you because I'm better at you at not fighting.
But I'm better than you at fucking your girl, though.
Look,
right?
I was subtle about it. I
wasn't going there.
I
but
was subtle. You gotta fucking throw it right out there.
Well, you know how we do, EK.
Look, I'm not gonna pat myself on the back, but I am attentive in the bedroom.
You like to please the lady.
I tend to the ladies.
You're a Jody.
But I'm not trying to fight. Like if you run your mouth at the bar, don't expect me to defend you. Like if
I would defend you, EK.
No, not you. I'm talking like I can't go out with a girl who's like sassy in public
Yeah.
and like expect me to stand up for you when you got a mouth. Like
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're
My
on your
man's
own.
gonna beat your
No,
ass.
No, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh when some other girl hands you your ass. Like
I always love when I see a female get the shit beat out of her. I love to see
I don't
that.
like seeing anyone ever. I don't like seeing anyone ever get hurt. That's never entertainment for me.
Kim, are you still on the phone line?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
She said begrudgingly.
so why did your ex fiance, whatever, not cause an altercation scene at Brock's when we were there?
He didn't see you.
He definitely saw me. I was as close to him as I am to Jake right now.
Jesse's a man of tall stature.
I am.
You notice him.
He also didn't see me.
He saw you. Come on now. He's bullshitting.
Mhm. I stood in my corner all night. Leave me alone.
I know I was there, but he
I
did.
know.
I walked right in. I looked him in his face when I kind of looked when I looked down at the floor to kind of.
I had sex with your fiance.
When I looked
Oh
down.
my God, no!
When I looked down at the floor to
Love
look
it.
at my shoes, I noticed this little guy at the bottom, kind of towards it, and I was like, "Hey, I know that little guy.
He's so cute.
Yeah, his cute little button up. He's so adorable." EK, how much time do we have left? It's on Instagram. I need to enunciate better. At JBright, JYY Bright.
At Jake Miller the First. Hashtag Smoke a bowl, eat some whole. Hashtag riding bikes, fucking dykes.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah,
Degenerates
brother.
MC. And this is the part we play. Riding through this world.
Yeah. All alone. Hey, bro, I just want to let motherfuckers know that the crow flies straight.
It does, bro. All right, so we want to shout out Kim for calling in, even though you didn't want to talk about your home wrecking experience on the Degenerates, but it was great, right? We sped up your inevitable breakup, so I'm. You can thank us later. We'll take gift baskets. It's no big deal. Yeah. Any last thoughts while you're on the show?
Nope.
Damn. Well, thank you for coming on, and we want to thank everybody at FXBG Public Radio, and we also want to thank EK the DJ. And it looks like this has been another episode of The Degenerates. Dun dun.